Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Never loses another run. With the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth +1, so let's get the screen's looking a little... yeah, okay, that looks about right. That looks about right. Don't get it twisted. Hopefully. Anyway, we're never losing again. So if the video frame's a little off, you let me... Oh, it is a little off. One sec. Rip. There we go. K930LHDZ with... Oh, excuse me, sir. Shard of Glass. K930LHDZ. Good speed, good rate of fire, good damage, luck's mostly irrelevant. Shard of Glass Isaac. Shard of Glass. Adds a chance to drop a full red heart upon taking damage. Adds a separate chance to gain the anemic effect for the current room upon taking damage. So, it's like... Alright. Similar to Old Bandage. Dude, this run is popping. TNT, not a huge fan of, but 8 rate of fire, 3.5 damage, I'm loving life. Not gonna, you know, I don't need to say that we're not gonna lose this run, because you already know who you're watching, and I've decided we're never losing again, so... Obviously, we're gonna, you know, we don't even have to make an effort to not lose, because I've just decided it's the power of positive thinking, which, as I've said many times in the past, I'm a huge believer of, for spiritual reasons. If you'll just blow that up, please, and then maybe blow this up, please, as well. Alright. Not a huge fan of wasting my time getting a bunch of freaking spiders, but life goes on. You know what we're really looking for immediately is TNT to be replaced with almost anything else. The only good use for TNT, and I mean this with no sincere disrespect to the item, is for blowing up rocks, mushrooms, skulls, etc., etc. Because with decent DPS, it's actually worse off. Like, it's less damage per second to shoot it the 4 or 5 times necessary to get it to explode than it is to just, you know, shoot the enemy with those tears instead. If your damage sucks, I understand it, but not to mention, like, if you miss him with the explosion, like, you can miss me with that TNT nonsense. Okay, another rate of fire increase. Actually doing gangbusters there. Even more valuable than just straight damage up at this point would probably be, if we could pick up, a tear effect that scales with the speed at which we shoot. Holy Light, Booger Tears, let's go. Explosivo, anything along those lines, and I'm an extremely happy camper. Obviously, you know, piercing shots. I apologize, I got a little bit of a... I got like an Orson Welles sort of speech impediment going on right here. I think I bit my cheek when I was asleep over the past couple of days, or maybe like I switched toothpaste brands. My mouth environment is all in a weird area. You know, I got like a canker sore on my cheek and it's driving me freaking nuts. But you know what? In the whole scheme of things, relatively minor. I mean, you might suggest that it's one of the great human injustices that, you know, a content creator with as much talent as me has to suffer at all. Much less suffer through the indignity of a canker sore. And you'd be extremely right. You would be highly, highly correct. But I can't say that. That would seem like I was a little bit arrogant. You can say it, and I'm glad you are. You fool! Judgment. And I'll give you 1 penny. I think an arcade next floor is possibly more valuable. We're just lucky we had, like, enough resources to weather the storm there and take a hit from a bomb. That's why you never use the tower card, man. It's like it's a rookie mistake. Mind you, it got us a judgment card that if we went a little bit more aggressively, could have given us, in all likelihood, an HP upgrade. That bomb and a key was worth it. Bomb and a key, the bag, the bag. There we go. Why is it a bomb bag, but a sack of pennies? I don't understand. Lemon Mishap is better. Not necessarily much better, but better. Let me try again, okay? I gotta formulate it in my head. Bomb in the bag, the bag, the bag. The bag that gives us pennies gets... increments our money fully. No, it doesn't work at all. I tried. Hey, could you not be flying so that lemon mishap works? Could have looked for other spirit hearts, but I feel like it does not matter. What we will do is leave this floor feeling real nice. I think we replaced our spacebar item with a better one, which was our primary goal. DPS got better. Oh, plus our damage stat is like 3.43, repeating, of course, Guilty Spark from the Halo franchise. The Silent Librarian, anybody? It's the Silent Cartographer. The level with 343 Guilty Spark is called the Library. Jeez. Shake my head, these fake gamers. Myself included. No, I'm not opening. Yes, I am opening that. Disregard. Good enemy to have Lemon Mishap against. Fortunately, even though we don't have Lemon Mishap ready, our damage is appropriate to kill him anyway. And then we got Turdlings or Gurglings. It should be Gurglings. So we'll just stomp one. Excuse me, come here, please. Excuse me, come here, please. Thank you. And then you come here, please. Well, you really blew that one. You're like a dying star. Like, you're like a black hole created by the Large Hadron Collider. These turdlings that bomb themselves cannot exist in the wild for very long. You know, they collapse in on themselves due to the nature of their own power. Probably will go to the shop. What do we have here? Eve's Mascara. I think it's bad, but I'm going to try it anyway. The real question for Eve's Mascara comes down to, do you think you're going to get stuff that scales with rate of fire more, or do you think you're going to get stuff that scales with damage more? Flies scale with damage, spiders scale with damage, tear effects tend to scale with tears. It's not, like, Eve's Mascara used to be a terrible choice, and I think in most situations it still is, but if your rate of fire is 6, I think there's a case to be made for it being half decent at least. Honestly. Yeah, that's how you play that one. So we are going to get a deal with the devil here. I do feel like to some extent I kind of squandered our rate of fire, but we did it to get our damage stat up, so it's not like it was unproductive. It was just an alternative means of making this happen. So as nice as things look, our DPS is not that incredible. Wow, what a shot. I didn't think it had any chance to make it through the fire. As nice as our DPS may be, right now, to me, it seems like the right thing to do. Try to walk this guy into the blue fire as much as possible. I'm trying to get... Elvis impressions are all the rage these days. The king of pop. Michael who? I'm trying to get the Nobel Prize for doing the Elvis impression that uses the least number of actual words. And so far, I'm in the top 10, I think. Top 10,000, maybe. Honestly, this looks worse than it is. We got kind of a rough draw fighting the harder of the two angel statues right off the bat. Took way too much damage here. And I also was hesitant to invest my other bomb. So that's the big negative, I think. Everything else is fine here. Life goes on. I don't know why I even do that. Like, we fight Mega Satan so often these days that the Zane is, like, revoked. There's no implicit Zane from fighting Mega Satan anymore because it happens so often. Now, lest you think that that's a negative, I actually think it's a good thing that it happens so often because if you're trying to unlock things in Isaac, it makes your life 1,000,000% easier instead of having to rely on either a self-sacrifice room or getting double keys from the angel rooms. But Lump of Coal is exactly what we want here. And the run is still great, by the way. You might be looking at it and saying it looks like trash a little bit now. We might have made it worse with Eve's Mascara, but we're gonna pick it up here. Everything looks fine. Sure, I'll take little Chad. A little surprised they can hang with this level of resistance here, but we need a range or a shot speed increase to really take advantage of Lump of Coal, because I think Eve's Mascara tanked our shot speed as well. Anything left in the game that is a negative, we'll just blame on Eve's Mascara. It's like Hemolacria. You know, there's that 3-panel comic of, like, the guy's riding his bike and the guy is me. 2 luck upgrades from 1 room? You shouldn't have. And then he takes a stick, which is Hemolacria, and he shoves it in his spokes, and he falls over, and he goes, "Stupid troll engine," and the joke, of course, is that it was his own fault, because he self-inflicted that wound. That being said, you know, that's a comic. You can use that to roast me if you want, but that's also, like, essentially the attitude I built this Isaac series on, is we're gonna deliberately shove those sticks into our spokes, and then, you know, sometimes we're gonna fall over, and I might blame the game to a certain extent. Sometimes we're gonna spectacularly fly over the handlebars, land on the rollerblades that we're wearing, and skate through to an easy finish with a novel synergy, you know? That's the Northernlion aesthetic in Isaac in this day and age. It's like self-inflicted injuries that could also lead to greatness. We got lucky here. Once you get these guys in a line, I think you're more or less set. Please. Please. Let's go. We got one. We got 2. Okay. A little scary for a minute there. Really slowing the game down. Ugh. I can't tell what our HP is at, thanks to Curse of the we don't know what our HP is at, so... You know what? It's time for a little confidence-boosting team-building exercise right here. We're gonna get all the coins. This is gonna remind us that I'm good at Isaac, or at least I've played a lot. 2 very different things. Probably was the room on the right. Please don't give me a flying enemy. Okay, not a flying enemy. Annoying enemy, but not a flying enemy. I like that. There's actually like a substantial amount of HP down the drain for him. Now, you'll notice HP not quite as good. Let's go. When we earn damage, I should say, not quite as good. I'll actually take the shot speed upgrade here. When we don't have Lemon Mishap active, and you're absolutely correct. Lemon Mishap is proving to be pretty valuable for us. Oh my god. I'm trapped. That went okay, but I can't believe anything lived. Grab this, grab this, grab this, grab that, and okay. Yum heart. We need to go to the shop, I think. A lot of these enemies are gonna fly. We need to go to the shop because, straight up, we've taken enough damage that I think a spirit heart is not an inadvisable purchase for us to make. With 44 cents, we'd really expect to have a good chance to pick up an item of some usefulness as well. Okay, so that's... Secret room is probably directly above us here. Petrified poop will allow us to pick up a bunch of money. Dude, this is the secret room of my dreams. If by dreams you mean, you know, like those dreams you have where you, like, you know, are being hunted down by a Terminator. Thankfully played by Kristana Loken from 2003's T3 Rise of the Machines, but still, like, terrifying, if in a tantalizing fashion. Yeah, that's right, a nightmare. 68 cents. What's the matter? Couldn't... Yeah, you know. You know what's up. You know what it do. Okay. All these guys are gonna be, like, one hit away, so... That went really well, actually. That room tends to be a bit of a cluster truck. Black candle is huge. We had more HP than I thought. But I'm still happy to be here. I mean, this is like, it's turned out. Everything's looking alright here. A little bit of a slow room, but, and you know, wait. This really, right here feels like a second secret room. Yes. Perthro. We could Perthro, I honestly think we should Perthro moving box. We do have an item. What was the item was Yumheart. We could Perthro Yumheart as well. Then we get an item room pool and we maybe save some money. But the downside of that is that it's far away. So I think I'll probably not do that. We'd rather maybe Blackrune Yumheart. Dagaz is fine. 2 Perthros and 2 Dagazes, my lord. Alrighty then. Let's see what we get here first. Converter's not really worth it for me. Forget Me Now is very bad. So on the way back up here, I was hoping to get 9 volt, by the way, which is why I didn't mention it because it's a little like pedantic or too specific, but I was thinking like we would love to get the shop item pool to give us 9 volts so we could actually use Lemon Mishap more often. We got a range and luck upgrade. Probably like two of the most useless stats, but not really like beat up over it. Range has a okay use here, and luck is always worth a little bit at the very least. And a double key room. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can add a little Zane because we're never gonna lose a run in Isaac ever again. Wait, you know what? 2 keys, the money, well, 2 luck upgrades is even better out of it, but even 2 keys for a golden key and some money is a gain for us. Because we'll, ooh, careful. We'll end up going to the shop in the item room as a result of this, so it paid for itself, and then the extra coins are just bonuses. And the luck upgrades from those are, you know, bonuses on top of bonuses. That feels, oh, I was just gonna say like a second secret room, but unfortunately not the case. So the run is still popping. It's like not necessarily a dream come true yet. It's got a little ways to go before we're super confident, but really that's what this Deal with the Devil is about on this floor. Hopefully. And we definitely have a chance at an arcade. Should allow us to get in, oh, trash. Should allow us to get into that mob or boss trap room, which would allow us to get 2 Guppy items, which with the Deal with the Devil associated would allow us to get Guppy, which would allow us to ball out of control because we finally will be proven right that Eve's Mascara was the right choice because it scales with damage and not with rate of fire thanks to the fly generation. Bank it. It's happening right now. Wow. A real key. Hear me out here. Do we have any sanctioned IAA members watching this right now? What do you think about a buff to Lemon Mishap? Already a good item. Don't get me wrong. But what do you think to a buff? About a buff, I should say. Just make its effective radius like double what it currently is. It creates such a small little area of effect around Isaac. It's not unhelpful, and it is used once every 2 rooms. Like, it's a commonly used item for us here. So I'm loath to suggest it needs to be much better, but, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, maybe. Well, we're happy to see a 2 of diamonds. If we can get, like, restock from a shop, we can set it up, open up shop, and then nothing could stop us. This tends to... Ooh, I hate this. This tends to be the path to the shop. I know this sounds ridiculous. Or, not the shop, sorry, the boss. This tends to be the path to the boss. How can you say that without having knowledge of the way the floor looks? Well, I can't put it into words just yet because I'm busy dodging these guys, but once they're done, which should happen momentarily here. There we go. Just something about this room, like there must be a secret room adjacent on this side. Makes me feel like the shop's on the other side of the map. Or, like, down and to the left, I should say. But now that I was thinking about that, I was like, huh, that doesn't really seem to make sense. But maybe my subconscious knows something about map generation in Isaac that my conscious hasn't fully grasped yet. No, it's an item room instead. Alright, that's good. I didn't want my brain thinking it had too much power. Okay, so, like, I don't want to... As I've said 20 times already in this video, and you're probably saying, please stop, we get it. I'm never going to lose again. So I'm not salty. I've eradicated salt from my diet. I only imbibe Mrs. Dash now and Lowry's. What do you mean? No, my doctor said no more salt. These are seasonings. It's a totally... Yeah, I know what sodium is. What are you trying to... Okay. Second secret room, please. Truth be told, I am an idiot, and we should wait to get a bomb before we go in here, because we could get a deal with the Angel and get our Mega Satan run active, so just slow your roll a second here. Just give me a bomb. Like, I've given you like 20 cents with 5 luck. All I'm trying to say... There's our bomb. What? All I'm trying to say is that our item rooms have not been particularly strong for us. A lot of active items. I mean, Lemon Mishap did come out of one of them. But a lot of active items, not a lot of passives. Oh, no deal? Shot speed upgrade, thankfully, but no deal, dude. Well, we're hoping for a good shop here. What would I like to see? To the best of my knowledge, there's no tiers of upgrades in a shop. I mean, I always say, like, Champion Belt would be useful. 9 volt would be useful so we could use Lemon Mishap on every room. I wouldn't mind, even if we got, like, Mom's Box of Trinkets, if we want to go a little bit more unconventional, I would probably get rid of Lemon Mishap for that and try to pick up a trinket that actually gives us more benefit. Of course, the other alternative is we could just fight greed and get a bunch of money that we really have nothing to do with, and we're just hoping for luck ups there. Straight up, I am about to play the fortune tellers up at the top, because I think at this point we've put in our time with Lemon Mishap. We tried to make it 10 out of 10. It's going to stick around that 6.57 range. What we're going to do now is endeavor to pick up better trinkets or the crystal ball. Whatever we get in the interim period is fine by me as well. I love playing 2 of these at the same time. That's a better trinket, I'd say. We're not going to need too much more money for the rest of the game, probably. I won't be upset if we don't get Crystal Ball. Even if we pay 99 cents and we only get, you know, the trinket we just got, I'm okay with it. AWAS. I'll use it because there's no way we're going to Boss Rush. Range upgrades. Tempting with Lump of Coal, but I think it's a synergy that's not necessary. We're just using this because we're never gonna want, unless we get a Temperance card here, which is plausible, but unlikely. Throwing a... Oh, we got Crystal Ball, okay. So we will use Crystal Ball, and I think we'll just blow up the other one. And we don't want Meconium, I think. Stankonia, yes. Meconium, no. So we should be in a real good spot. Let's start with stars. We actually have an incredible synergy with Tough Love. I don't know if it's like a logarithmic scale or what, but in Flash Isaac, if you had 10 luck every time... It was 10 luck or 10 luck ups. Every time you shot a tier, it was guaranteed to be a tooth. It's been like 5 years since we played Flash Isaac, but I believe that that was correct. Here, I gotta admit, I don't think I've seen a tooth yet. Oh, there's one. They're kind of hard to see against the same colored background here, but even if they only show up rarely or semi-regularly, let's put it that way, I think that this is a pretty big improvement for us. So what was the point of this? Yeah, they're like, there wasn't one, I guess. You happy? You made me feel like a jerk. I can't believe we're only on the depths 1. Oh my lord. So we still want to go to the shop. We probably want to go to the cursed room. What is Arrow Walk? Arrow Walk is, it sounds like a Pokemon, but... At least it gives us secret room access there. It slows the room down, right? It's like a tactical one makes you drowsy. Now, don't let the fact that this is a slow run mind flood you into thinking that it's a bad run. Very much not the case. It's strong, and beyond being strong, it's resilient, you know? We're going to be gaining spirit hearts pretty regularly from the crystal ball. We got a guaranteed deal of some sort on this floor as well, so we would expect in most circumstances to get decently better here. Like, everything looks okay. It's just a little on the slow side for damage dealing. But I think we're gonna make it past that. What do I have to say that says we're gonna make it past that? Ah, call it women's intuition. The writing's on the wall. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's one makes you drowsy. Is it one makes you drowsy plus something? Or is it just one makes you drowsy full stop? Because, like, if it's just one makes you drowsy, I mean, why don't you just call it that? That was incredibly dumb. Well, you know what it is, and well, maybe this illustrates how ignorant I am of some concepts in Isaac. One makes you drowsy doesn't slow you down as well, right? That would be like it wouldn't really be a benefit to the same extent if that were the case. Yeah. We're too fast. We get like we get faster because of Ancient Recall? I don't know, that's weird. Not negative towards it. Still would love to have it on a Void fight, but... And a VoIP fight, you know, like the current one happening between Discord and Skype.
Infested.
Devil? I'll take the Devil over Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune much better later on the chest, but the Devil, good enough for now. And we're fighting probably like a... Hollow... plus a boss? Or like 2 peeps or something? 2 little horns. Let's pop it. This is actually like relatively easy. He shot that out of the side of his face. So I'm not saying that that's unfair. Like, I'm not going to be sending a letter to the editor. Excuse me, sir. That's my exit. You're standing in my way. This is beautiful. Give me both of these items. Yeah, smart idea. Just walk on the spikes for no reason. Alright. Nice little DPS improvement. Death's List, if to thine own self be true, it's very unlikely that I'm going to use this productively. But I will endeavor to do so. And even if we don't use it productively frequently, we still benefit from it. Because on rooms where there's only one enemy, it's kind of like an automatic enabler. Death card. We're gonna do everything. Well, everything that seems to have some purpose to it. So, the Curse Room absolutely has a purpose to it. We probably are not gonna become Guppy, but we could teleport to a deal with the Devil that we're unlikely to receive otherwise. Apparently we botched this one, because we had to shoot the specific nub. I would say that that's unrealistic. The only game I shoot nubs in is Halo. Halo. It's like... I'm like a 39-year-old that hasn't played video games in a long time, and then his like cool 14-year-old nephew comes over. Hey Slugger, still playing that Halo? Master Chef? I'm something of a Master Chef myself. You know my Windows system has Cortana. It's not... Uncle Ryan, it's not about Halo anymore, it's about Battle Royales. Oh, Battle Royale, huh? That's my favorite manga. Mom, I don't want to go over to Uncle Ryan's apartment anymore. He lives in a hot property market, so he only lives in a 600 square foot area that gets way too hot because of his 1080. I know, but he's lonely. That's my aunt talking. Not my aunt, my sister-in-law. You know it's not my sister. She'd probably be speaking Korean about it, but I don't know how to say lonely in Korean. And I don't dare try. Drop a bomb. And then... Shop is up here. Shop's on the way. This is our mom floor. Dude, we have no chance of that hush fight, huh? Stars card? I guess we should have used it probably immediately. Dude, this is amazing. This ghost pepper... I can't say it synergizes with luck, because we just fired 6 or 7 times and didn't get it, but I can't say it doesn't synergize with luck. Please just no greed. Just, like, give me a little something to tide me over till then. Ah, it's not greed, technically, and as a result, because I'm such a literalist, I can't be offended because it was actually super greed, but I'm stewing beneath the surface thanks to your malicious compliance. Well, that money is not worth a whole lot in the whole scheme of things. Of course, the one-time Ghost Pepper works there, it actually ruins Death's list, but I digress. It's my favorite Jedi Master from the prequels. I digress. His head looks like a freaking shrimp or something like that. You wouldn't have heard of him. He's part of the extended universe. That Darth JJ wiped out when he made The Force Awakens. I'm bagging you. 1 clutch Ghost Pepper. 1 clutch pepper burns away. That's what we're looking for. I'm not going straight to the Void Floor. That's madness. I will definitely take Eye of Belial, which is maybe like literally the best item we've had dropped on this entire game. And everything's still coming up roses, but it's not as easy as it originally looked like it could be. I don't think we should stars. My new theory about stars here is that it's an American television network. Now, my new... Ooh, yeah. Okay, so, I mean, it's irrelevant now, but my theory about stars was going to be that we should use it to teleport out of a room where we know we're going to get a benefit. So when we start on an origin point, we're essentially just as likely to get further away from the boss fight as we are to get closer to it, so... We could use it to teleport out of there, but I don't think it's worth it. Wow, how did you dodge that? So we're looking for, not a great chance, but we're looking for a deal with the devil. It would be nice. We're looking for, well, really, any good opportunity to use Dice Shard. Oh my god. Adobe Creative Cloud. Just slow your roll, okay? People are, not people, I shouldn't say people, you know. One person in stream chat when Creative Cloud was like, update. And it made that sound. Was like, just buy the software. You think I'm pirating Photoshop? It's $10 a month. I use it for like 7 videos a day. I'm happy to give Adobe my money. What I should really do is just turn updates off. I'm using legitimate copies of software here. It's just that the Adobe is like every 10 seconds they're like, whoops, vulnerable security fix. Which I'm glad that they're doing. Like, it could be worse, right? But let's re-roll that. You know, I'm gonna take it. I hate that it ruins permanent Polaroid invincibility, but I'm banking on the 2/3 chance of this being, let's go. I'm banking on the 2/3 chance of us getting a deal with the devil here. And I'm, in contrast to the way that we've tackled a lot of our previous floors, that would have been a great room. He's got a tractor beam. We did get a speed upgrade as a result of the Death's Touch getting used properly there. We'll probably get something here as well. Dude, I love it. Thank you so much. More luck up is always amazing. What I was going to say is, in contrast to our previous rooms, we're just going to do this floor as fast as possible. Get that deal with the devil, get down to the chest, or the cathedral, I should say. Everything's going fine. It's actually a very good run. It came together, quite quickly. Oh, so all we have to do is kill Mom's heart before the other enemies in order to get Death's List to work here. That should be sensible and not at all impossible. It's a Herculean task. And unfortunately, I've got a Mercutio-sized ability to accomplish it. Let's no, not Mercutio. He's too able. Benvolio. He's more of the plucky comic relief. Okay, we did get a deal with the devil. We've already fought Krampus. Yeah, so no matter what, we knew we were going to get a chance to get permanent Polaroid invincibility. It was just a matter of what benefit we'd get out of it. And we got a good benefit out of it. Little Brim. Always a welcome addition to pretty much every run. Death card. We can make Death's List work here. No bombs, no bombs. Don't summon bombs. Let's go. Now, you know, we're not always gonna get something out of it. But it's worth the try regardless. We've already gotten a speed upgrade. Heard stories about people getting, you know, like, several damage upgrades out of one of these. One day that could be us. I don't want to open those because we're going to Yera on the chest, so we need like 4 keys there. Or sorry, we need 8 keys there to begin with. This has been an amazing floor for Death's Touch. This is tough, dude. I think you go Incubus. But the actual right choice, despite there being like at least 2 really good items in there, the actual right choice might have been to take nothing. I know, what a weird situation. But Incubus is going to do some amazing work. Not quite doubling our damage, but probably real close. We might as well use the Crystal Ball. Because we have a world card anyway, but I don't want to get distracted. There we go, okay. So once you get him into this phase, you know you're probably not at great risk. And what we should actually know, this is a genius level move. What we should be doing is using Crystal Ball, and then if we get a card or a Spirit Heart that we like, I mean, obviously we're going to like any Spirit Heart. If we get a card that we like the Hierophant, for example, good lord. Yera it, and get your benefit proportionally there. We're not gonna lose. I promise you we're not gonna lose, and my word is worth 1,000 pictures. That's right. Maybe your picture's worth 1,000 words. If you think a picture is really worth 1,000 words, try submitting a selfie in English class and see what happens. That's just some humor for my fellow teens out there. Okay, so pop this. 2 Spirit Hearts. Clicker. Poop. I think we want Monstrous Lung. Okay, well, right side destroys left side. Bursting Sack. Eh. Rainbow Baby. Eh. Spider Bite. Yeah. The Monstrous Lung, it's gonna take some time to charge. But once it's charged, dude, it's charged. Leech is decent, even if we don't want the HP from it. Yeah, this is... Monstrous Lung has popped this run, like, over the top. How on earth did we kill the enemy we shot at last? It seems unrealistic to me. But you know what? In the end, really, really fun run. It's not over yet. I mean, 4 HP is always a little scary. It's the most dangerous lead in hockey. No, my God, we made it. We wouldn't mind generating another Spirit Heart, and that's exactly what happened. Where there's no way we're not killing those spiders first. But yeah, this one ended up being not as easy as it originally looked like it was going to be, and we conjoined. No, not quite. We gotta be close, though. Not quite as easy as it originally ended up looking, but Lots of fun in the end, and this Monstro's Lung pickup put us, like, way over the top. Hopefully. Hopefully. It would help if I could stop dodging into the enemies I'm supposed to be killing, but look at that. No Delirium at the end. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.